Hey guys, what's up? Welcome over here to my channel. This is my first video over here on my new Sims channel. I'm super excited about it. I don't know if you might know me from my Pretty to Think So channel, which is more like beauty and lifestyle and stuff like that, but I wanted to do a channel that was all about The Sims, and I thought I would kick it off with a series of me building every single house I've ever lived in. So this first one, quick disclaimer, I only lived here from the time I was born until I was 3, so I don't super remember it. So it's not the most detailed. I like talked to my mom and she kind of like talked me through the floor plan and everything. We haven't lived there for a really long time, so there's a little bit of like room to kind of make it your own. I'm gonna put it up on the gallery, so if you want to play with it, you can kind of decide what direction you want to take it. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so I decided I would start by making like a sim version of myself on here. So this is obviously like my adult self, not myself when I lived in this house. But yeah, I thought that would just be kind of fun because I did want to like play test the builds before I put them on the gallery and stuff. So I figured might as well have one that looks like me. I'm not sure how much it looks like me. My boyfriend Max said he doesn't really think it looks like me that much. I think it kind of looks like me. I don't know. I really love create a sim. I think it's one of the most fun parts of the game, like picking out the outfits. I did like go really hard with the formal wear, but I always do that. Like I kind of just like pretend that it's like customary in the wherever like the Sims are, that they all dress up like really fancy for like their formal wear. So I dressed them all up like they were going on like a red carpet or something. That's just something I always do. I think it's more fun. So yeah, now I'm just picking my cold weather. Okay, and now here I am, I'm getting the build going. So yeah, I am honestly, okay, this is my first time ever trying terrain tools. It didn't go very well. I kind of scrapped that. So the way this house is in real life, there is like it's sort of a split level garage. So you can kind of see there, I like made the garage be, like down below in the basement, but eventually I scrapped that and I realized like it just wasn't going to be playable in the game, even though it might be more realistic to what the house actually looked like. It just, you know, I wanted the house to be able to be usable and playable, so I just scrapped that out. But yeah, I'm honestly not, as I'm sure isn't really a mystery by watching this, I'm not really a very good builder. What I really love to do is download other people's houses from the gallery and then redecorate them. I really love doing like interiors and stuff like that. That's really fun to me. But with this interior, I didn't even really get to, you know, do as much detail as I normally do, just because I didn't like know everything about what it looked like. So I talked to my mom and I kind of like filled in the blanks, and I think I got it as close as possible. But yeah, I was like literally 3 years old when we moved out of this house, so I don't super remember it. Yeah, but so anyway, here we are going into the kitchen. So basically what I had my mom do is she like drew a floor plan of it for me, and I kind of, you know, filled that in as best as I could, and then I called her back and showed her kind of what I had just on like FaceTime, and then she was like, no, okay, like this needs to be a little bit different. And one of the things she told me is the kitchen actually was closed off with a wall and there was no island, so that gets changed around here a little bit later, but I felt like it would be easier if I started with something to show her so she could be like, no, change this and this and this, as opposed to just having nothing. Got my chai latte here. Yeah, so one of the things I did remember about this house is that we had these chairs that they felt like carpet. That's all I remember. So those black chairs, I don't know if those like actually have the texture that I'm talking about, but those are the exact shape, the exact color. And this blue couch, I remember this blue couch. It didn't really look like this, but this is the closest thing I could find. And honestly, it doesn't really even clip that well together as a sectional. Obviously, I'm using move objects to, you know, get a couple things to look a little bit better here. I love move objects. As soon as I figured out that that was a thing, I like can't play without it. That coffee table too over in the family room, there's kind of a funny story about that. I don't really remember this, but my mom has told me that when I was really little, I like rammed my head into the corner and had like a giant like goose egg bruise on top of my head for a really long time. So they had to get this like pad to put around the coffee table because that's how clumsy I was as a toddler. Yeah, so now we are just moving on to the master bedroom. I really didn't remember that room at all. I just kind of like guessed about what was gonna go where. So yeah, I don't like 100% know what to say in this. I haven't done a video like this before. So, yeah, I have been playing The Sims for a really long time. I never played The Sims 1, but I played The Sims 2. I loved The Sims 2. And then The Sims 3 was like my favorite. Like, honestly, that's probably still my favorite game. I don't play it anymore just because I play The Sims 4, but I didn't start playing The Sims 4 until like last year just because I was clinging on to The Sims 3, because there was a lot of stuff that I really liked about that game that we don't have in this one. Like, I love the open worlds, and probably my most used thing was the like how you had the ability to customize everything. So you could like click on that couch and make it like you have a color wheel, and you could pick out the exact color and make it exactly how you want it to look like, and then you could save it and use it in other houses too. So I really liked that. But you know, this one has better graphics, so that was kind of what made me want to switch. Plus, I love the whole gallery thing. I think that's really just taken it to the next level and opened it up as a community a little bit more. Yeah, so now we're doing the office. My mom actually used to do a medical transcription in here when I was little, and she said that I had toys in there too, so she would work on that and I would play in there. And then she was basically like, you just had toys everywhere, like all over that whole house. So I tried to kind of like sprinkle some toys in. Okay, now we're on to the screenshots here. Yeah, so you can see I kind of like redid the kitchen a little bit according to what my mom told me. And yeah, so this is the house. I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for the next one because it's a house that I actually like grew up in and remember a little bit more. It's a Victorian style house, so hopefully that'll be fun to watch. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye.